we'll go ahead and get started with Justin Russo.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Before the game, you were asked what a key word for the rest of the season with this team would be, and you said mindset. How do you feel that the team's mindset was tonight in getting this victory?
I thought it was good. I thought Philly came out and jumped out to an early lead, and we kept our composure. Having Mike Scott at the 5 kind of put us in a tough situation with Zoo at the 5, but we figured it out. We kept playing, and like I said, our mindset was right. It was hard to get stops tonight because of the way they played with the small lineup, but I thought offensively we did a lot of great things, attacking the paint, making the extra pass, making the play, and having 30 points in the paint in the first half was good for us.
Go to Claudia.
Hey Ty, congratulations on the win. When you look at how Terance, Mann, and Reggie Jackson played tonight and in recent games, how much will this team depend on them going forward?
They've been doing great. I think Reggie, like I said, a solid veteran point guard who stepped in and has played well. Every time Pat Bev was out, so he's been great for us. But T-Man's growth of just each game getting better and better, and his confidence is through the roof right now, and he brings that energy and effort. He's making shots and attacking the basket. We're a totally different team.
Thank you.
Law, you can go ahead.
You brought up before how when
I can't hear you.
Doc Rivers. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little better.
Okay. Sorry, it's a match probably. You brought up before how Doc told you that if you wanted to coach, just hit him up, and you took him up on that. And I see Rajon Rondo tonight. He's interacting with the coaching staff, interacting with the players.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Yeah, Law, you're pretty low. We'll come back to you if we can, Law. We'll go to Andrew.
I hope I'm not stealing Law's question. I was just curious, watching Rajon on the sideline, talking to Jeremy, talking to Chauncey. Even in his first game, you talk about how smart he is, and Lawrence called him a savant. Is he giving you ideas even in this first game for what he's seeing?
No, he was just asking a lot of questions, as far as the play calls and, what we were running, what we were looking for, and just trying to stay engaged and just trying to get the play calls. That's what he does. And Jeremy was helping him a lot, rewinding some of the video, showing him plays. And then a couple times I called a play, with my mask, they couldn't really hear. So he was asking what was the play call, and just trying to understand, what we're looking for and what we're trying to do offensively.
We'll go to Nick Hamilton.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on the win. When you look at Terance Mann and you look at his just maturity throughout the season, it seems like he's really playing with a lot of confidence, a lot of maturity, but also fluidity in the offense. What does that attest to as far as what are you seeing in practice that we're now seeing on the floor?
Well, I just think our player development group has done a great job. Like I said, with Kenny Atkinson and Chauncey and Dante Jones. Sean Fine's done a great job, with his, with T-Man shooting. His shot has changed. And just putting in the work every single day. Those guys playing 4-on-4, 5-on-5, being able to compete every single day. And then just, like I said, he's having the confidence of being able to play off the basketball and just be, the player that he is, just slashing to the basket, offensive rebounds, rebounding, pushing the break. So just having a lot in this game and now be able to play with confidence as well. Has took him to another level.
Shane Young, you can go ahead.
Hey, Ty, it seems like over the past few games, the point of attack defense in the pick and roll has been a lot better. Only gave up 16 attempts in the restricted area tonight. What have you thought about the point of attack defense from the guards?
Been pretty good. I thought we'd give him a little too many threes. Just threes we talked about, like with Danny Green, running him off the 3-point line. Don't let him get his feet set. Falling asleep in transition, when guys are penetrating with the pitch backs, like we know Ben Simmons wants to attack early and pitch it back for 3. So just taking those 7 or 8 shots away. Overall, like I said, I thought the point of attack defense was pretty good.
Rashawn, you can go ahead.
Hey, Coach. How difficult or what are the challenges going to be in finding man minutes once you get Pat back and once Rondo gets acclimated?
We got to see, we just got to just continue to keep playing with the rotations. Now we got to start all over again and see who fits with who and who works well together. But, right now we're in a good rhythm, I like where we're at. All our guys, playing pretty decent. So when those guys come back, we just got to figure it out.
We got time for one more. We'll go to Miriam.
Hey, Ty. We know the All-Star break kind of came at the right time for you guys to kind of regroup. And this 9-game homestand, to have this coming to you right when you get Rondo, and kind of, is it going to be helpful to sort of incorporate him to kind of have this extra practice time?
Yeah, it's going to be very, very helpful for us. As soon as he got traded, he asked for the playbook, so he's been studying that already. And we're going to continue to keep bringing the young guys in with them, on off days, on practice days, just making sure we're trying to get him up to speed.
Thanks, Coach. Have yourself a great evening.
Thank you.
Right. Over the last few games, it seems like the team's defense in terms of pick and roll and not allowing guards to get inside has really increased, and it's been better. What have you thought about the pick and roll defense so far of the team?
I mean, we have our areas at times that we struggle, but overall we're getting better. We just want to keep improving. Let's get to the next game now.
Go to Nick Hamilton.
Hey, Kawhi. Terance Mann has really come on strong in the last several games. What have you seen with him in practice, and what have you seen just in him as far as being on the floor, as far as the fluidity of the offense, being able to slash to the basket and things of that nature?
Just being aggressive. He's coming out, getting downhill, attacking the paint, making plays for himself and others. And, with him, it's starting with his defense, coming out, bringing energy, getting in passing lanes, rebounding. And, he's just giving us a spark off that bench.
Go to Kahari.
Hey, what's going on, Kawhi? Coach Lou just talked about how Rondo asked for the playbook already. Can you just elaborate on just, what he's going to bring to you guys' offense as a leader?
I mean, obviously, he's a point guard, been there before, been in previous championship runs. So he's going to give us that, veteran mentality, the experience, and giving us another ball handler and a playmaker that can attack the rim and, make the defense collapse.
Thanks. Go to Cam.
Hey, Kawhi. Pre-game, Doc Rivers talked about defending Ben Simmons, and the best way to do it is kind of get back in transition. He had only 2 assists tonight, and then you guys had turned them guys over. Will you talk about that game plan and kind of how you saw that thing play out, and is that exactly what you saw?
Just with them, they're a great team. Leading the East over there. And they get, and their offense is great in transition. Starting with Ben getting downhill. He has shooters knocking down shots. Tobias is playing great right now. And that's kind of a focal point on our defense in general, playing them or whoever. That's our challenge. Our transition haven't been good lately with matching up quick, and we pretty much tried to take that challenge tonight.
Thanks, Chief.
Jonathan, you can go ahead.
Thank you. Hey, Kawhi, you've talked about wanting consistency throughout the season, and now on this 5-game win streak, do you feel like you guys are starting to find that a little bit as you guys get healthy?
Next game, that's it. Let's stay locked in, stay living in the moment, and just keep getting better.
And Miriam, you can go ahead.
Hey, Kawhi, I wanted to ask you about your shoes. Recently, you had the Moval shoes, Marina Valley, like the crest on the tongue. Wondered what the inspiration for those were, and just whether you had a hand in designing those, and what you might be able to tell us about them.
I mean, obviously, inspiration is it's my city. That's where I grew up. Take a lot of pride where I'm from. It helped raise me to, be who I am today. And that was the focal point around it. Obviously, I had the color just came from the seal from the city, and just wanted to just give them recognition.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Kawhi. That's all the time we have for you tonight. Started. We'll try again with Law. Law, you can go ahead.
Let's try this again. Terance, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So you keep on taking a bigger role offensively. I know there wasn't an NBA game where you had 10 baskets. I don't even know about college. Obviously, Lou's gone and you're here. What was it like to kind of see how the defense is playing you and to continue to just fill in and get buckets tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Lou's gone, second unit. Don't got that, dynamic score anymore. But I wasn't really thinking about that. I was just out there playing my game, and it was coming my way. I just kept going, making shots. I mean, I work on my game, so it's no surprise to me. I just keep going, doing the things that I work on.
Let's go to Joe Reedy.
Terance, compared to, can you hear me now?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. Terance, compared to when you were at Florida State 3 years ago until now, Doc mentioned that you didn't play much point guard under Leonard. Just how has your game changed maybe the past couple seasons and including this year under Lou?
Just watching more film, figuring stuff out, getting more experience at the positions. Just over time, just seeing things different ways. The vets helped me a lot, giving me little pointers and stuff like that. That's just how it goes, man. Over time, you just see things different. You see the game different. It grows on you. Stuff slows down. And, that's how you develop.
Cam, you can go ahead.
Hey, Terance. Tonight, you had 3 or 5 games. You set a season high. Are you familiar with it? You recognize that?
I didn't know that now.
You're eating something different, man. Since the All-Star break, what's going on? You're doing something a little different, big guy. I mean, I seen you putting in the work. Pre-game, you put in the work, and it's actually showing up on the court. How does that feel? How rewarding is that you're actually making this happen and you being a big part of impacting team wins? Talk to us about that.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool just to be able to, see what I work during the games. It's a pretty cool feeling, but I'm not done yet. We got a lot of season to go. That's just 3 out of the last 5 games, whatever. We still got like 20 something more games left. So I'm just keep working on my game, doing what I do. And that's it.
Like the attitude, Chief. Keep it up, man.
Yeah.
We'll go to Andrew.
Terance, has Rajon signed your card?
No, he hasn't signed it yet. I'm gonna wait a little, let the days add up on the card so it's worth more and more and more that I'm having signed it.
All right. Basketball wise, just kind of Kawhi talks about just being locked in game to game, but do you see yourself over the last couple of weeks building momentum, building consistency, building better habits that weren't there for, kind of leading up to the All-Star break?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. And that comes with just playing more and, just doing things that I've been working on, like I said before. But yeah, just being more locked in, like Kawhi said, just being more locked in since the All-Star break. Everybody's on the same page. Everybody's asking me to be more aggressive offensively. So I'm doing that. I'm trying to do that and just trying to lock in defensively and play my role. So, after the break, I kind of, figured it out more, obviously, and just going to keep going and doing that.
Thanks, man.
Arbad, you can go ahead.
Hey, Terance, you'd mentioned you've been, watching more and more film and taking more time to kind of see things slow down. What have you think you learned the most in that time period where things are starting to slow down for you? What is clicking exactly for you?
I wouldn't say something too specific, one thing that's specific that just opened up the whole game and made me play better.
I'll say it's a lot of different little things, just little openings that I didn't see before that I saw in film that I could, attack here. The play breaks down, I can attack here at this spot. I can do this, so it's a lot of different little things that it is, but it's not just one specific thing that just opened everything up.
Go to Shane Young.
Hey, Terance, I don't know if you know, but you're now shooting 47% on corner threes this year. It's a huge improvement for you compared to last year. I've always been curious, on a given day, how many threes or, corner threes or just threes in general do you get up like during a practice session?
A lot. I don't know the exact number, but a lot. Just, enough to be able to be shooting, 47% in game.
What has that progression been? Oh, sorry. What's that progression been like for you over the last few years, just becoming a better shooter?
It's been cool. Just being able to catch the ball and know that, my shot's going to feel good when I let it go. And that's the big thing. And that comes with repetition, just working on it, getting reps with people contesting me, getting reps being wide open, quickly shooting it when I catch it, slowing down, taking my time. There's just a lot of different ways that it can happen. So just working on those over and over and over. Yeah.
Miriam, you can go ahead.
Hey, Terance. You had a beautiful no-look pass to Nick today. Do you remember that? Do you know? Okay.
Second half.
Walk us through that a little bit, and then I guess, is that just a reflection of how comfortable you are out there to make plays like that?
I would say so. It's just the read that I made. I try to look. I seen the big standing there. He was looking at me, so I try to look the opposite way to make him think I was going one way. And I see Nick behind him, kind of at the last second though, and I just hit him. Just reading the play.
Thanks. We have time for one more. We'll go to Nick Hamilton.
Hey, Terance, congratulations on the game and the win. The Kawhi earlier talked about just your defense and your energy. How much fun are you having out there and just bringing that energy and bringing what they need to the team, especially with the fluidity that you have with the offense now?
Yeah, a lot of fun, being able to do what I do, be long, be aggressive, guard, other teams' best players, guard shooters. I'm guarding all types of positions. And I have fun with that. So just being me and doing what I do, being active, bringing energy to the team.
Thanks, Terance.
Yeah.
Thanks, Terance. Have a great night, man.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it. Go ahead and get started with Cameron.
Hey, what's up, Paul? How you doing?
Good.
Paul, when you talk about how rewarding it is to see your teammates get off, man, you talked about being a team player, and I'm talking specifically about Terance Mann, just his growth and development this year, but more specifically since All-Star break, man. What kind of conversations you having with that kid to really get him fired up and producing like he's been producing?
That honestly comes from T-Man. T-Man's desire, T-Man's, will to want to get better and his determination to get better. That's where it comes from. We're here to help him along the way, but T-Man's special. I tell him time after time, and we have these conversations. He's special. He uses his resources. He uses the people around him, when he needs it. But again, I'm not the only one. Clippers definitely saw something in him, and he's blossoming.
Thanks, P.
Go to Farbod.
Hey, PG. One of my favorite things that I see a lot of times post game is you and Reggie hyping each other up all the time whenever it's your time to speak on the post game. Can you just talk about your friendship with Reggie? How did that come to be? What's it like off the basketball court as well?
We got a friendship through our agent. That's how we became friends. And then, it just developed over that time. Since he's been in the league, I've, basically took him under my wing since he's been in the league, and we just been homies, and, it's just a great relationship. That's my guy. We hang out. We have a group with about 4 or 5 of us that we text every day. We talk mess every day. We hang, we joke. We just have a good time. And it's for him it's great, but for me as well, it's awesome to have someone that you're familiar with and you're close with on the team.
Are there?
Oh, I'm sorry, Farbod. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was say, are there anything outside of basketball that you guys are competitive with each other? Whether it's like Warzone, anything outside of basketball?
We, like I said, with the friends in the whole group that we're friends with. It's two of my boys or three of my boys I'm close with, and Reg and myself. We all hang when we can. But we're competitive with everything, whether it's video games, bowling, shooting games. I mean, we you name it, we gonna compete and have a good time. It's always a great time that comes out of it, but we always competing against each other.
All right, now we'll go to Law.
That game, I felt like it was a tale of two halves. Teams both got up and down a little bit in the first half. Came to a screeching halt in the second half. You guys didn't allow any fast break points for the whole game. How did you guys kind of keep your poise and kind of control the game after halftime when the whistle started going?
That was just a game plan. They're one of the best teams, if not the best team in transition. They get a lot of fast break opportunities and score out of those. So that was a big emphasis coming into tonight, just limit their transition. We kept them out of it and forced them to play in our half-court defense.
Go to Andrew.
Hey, Paul. Lawrence had talked to us earlier and said that Rondo's 2 championships bring so much credibility to his credentials into this locker room. I'm curious, with you and Kawhi obviously holding so much credibility in this locker room too. Like, how do you two plan on opening up Rondo to this is your space too? Like, whatever you want to say, take over. Like, how do you guys create room for him as a new guy with a lot of credibility to leave his own mark?
For me, he's he's a leader by nature, and he's a leader coming into this team as is. So it's it's almost natural. It's organic. We know what he stands for. We know what he stands for. We know what he's about. There's no egos. So we want everything that he brings. It's never been a situation where it's my team or Kawhi feels it's his team. Like, we're in this to do this together and build something together, and we're here to win together. So same thing goes with Rondo. This team is his, regardless if he's played a game yet or not. He's a part of this team, and he's a big piece of this team. And it's just respect. We got a lot of respect for him when he's been on other teams and his career, and it's continued respect, even more so with him being on our side.
Looks like we got 2 hands left, so we'll go with Justin Russo.
Hey, PG. Before the game, Coach said that one of the key words for the rest of the season is mindset. You guys are riding a 5-game winning streak, getting a win like this tonight. How would you evaluate the team's overall mindset right now?
I think we're pretty locked in. We're pretty, tunnel vision team right now. We know what the goal is to get better each game. We're not looking ahead. We're taking this one game at a time, to be honest. And we've just been locking in on these 1 games. That's just what it comes down to. We want to build. We want to get better. We want to work on us. And, that's just how we've been approaching it.
Thanks.
And then we'll close out with Kahari.
Hey, Paul. Obviously, you've been working on your playmaking ability this whole season, and now Rondo's here. Now, how do you feel like he'll contribute to your playmaking ability, and also how do you feel like he'll change the trajectory of you guys' offense?
Well, my assists will go down, but my scoring will probably go up. I just, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to just learning from him. I'm looking forward to being a student around him. He's one of the most, he's got one of the most beautiful basketball minds. So I'm just looking forward to learning from him and going to war with him.
And, you know, I think it just helped, you know, have an opportunity to be one of the prime ball handlers on this team. It's just going to help me down the road. And it honestly just evolved my game, to open my game up, to see the floor and see, you know, read teammates better. You know, so that's not going to change, but, you know, I'm just looking forward to what Rondo brings. And, you know, his ability to play make, his ability to find guys and just pick apart defenses. You know, it definitely will help, you know, getting in a rhythm and, you know, getting easy opportunities.
Thanks, Paul. That's all the time we got for you, Ned. Have a great night.
Appreciate it.